think, so probably okay. Anyway, let's look at the level. I can see it. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Whatever. It's kind of interesting music, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna need to go get a drink here in just a minute, but let's just keep an eye on stuff because I know we just had news. I'm currently on a take profit. I don't know what I was thinking. I bought the 25k instead of the 50. Anyway, it's kind of an accident, but whatever. Either way, I mean, that's what I have now, so let's keep an eye on it and maybe go for it. I'm trying to keep the rules straight in my mind. There's so many different, you know, prop firms with different rules, so I'm trying to see, just make sure everything is up to par here. So it looks like we reached the top of the range there of that opening range breakout level, the opening range high, and went back down. Now we're at the VWAP, and it looks like on the NASDAQ, I'm trading minis, by the way. I'm trading, instead of trying to hit, you know, I've got to, oh wait, no, I'm not trying to get, that's right, I'm not trying to get 1500. That's on a 50k account. I'm trying to get like, what, 740 or something? Better find that out, because that changes the, let me look over here and go to, actually I think I have on this channel, actually we're just going to do it here. Let's go to take profit. Okay, so let's look at their, I'm trying to remember, oh, it's got, I'm logged in, so I can't see. What I need to know is what my profit target is on this 25k account. Actually, I could go to only prop firms and check it out there. That'd be a good, it's a good plan. Let's do that. Prop firms, let's go to like true cost or something like that. That should say, I think it tells you on that little metric thing. Nope. Where is it where it compares them all? Let's just go to like the home page of it. Market analysis, what's that? This site has a lot more cool shit on it than I thought. Huh. Yeah, there's a lot you can do on this. Pretty cool. Wow, it shows all kinds of stuff. I'll have to delve deeper into all that, but what are we doing? Please tell me we're not breaking that yet. No, we're not. Okay. So, let's see. That, I want to stay there. This is this. I don't want to start a new test necessarily. Let's click that and see where it takes me. There we go. Nope, it took me right back there. So let's see what this is. I guess I can click on that account. Current balance. I guess I'm up. I guess I made $87 yesterday. So I'm at $25,087. No, I don't want to reset the account. What I'd like to see. Oh, this is telling me. Okay, yeah. So profit target of 15 total. And I can't have one day exceed 50% of your total. So your biggest day cannot be more than $1,500. Okay, that's what I needed to know. So 750 bucks is what I need, right? But I already have 87. I don't think that matters. Let's just go with, we're just gonna say 750. So let's put this at 750. Okay, and then I don't want my, this needs to come way the hell down. Let's just do like, I don't know, 500. Let's do more than that. That seems like not very much. We'll say 600. Okay, looks like we're dropping down pretty good. And then on the S&P down here, same thing. We'll put this back at, yeah, like 6 is fine. Okay. So that changes it. That makes it so much more reasonable, I feel like. It's, I mean, I may even need to drop these down less. I'm really trying to like go with way less risk. Let's do like, I wonder what would happen if I did like 17 of them. How that changes that to 5. It really didn't change a lot to go from 17 to 25. What if we did 15? That puts this at, and then we put this at 750. How far away? I mean, it's doable, and that's way less risk. You know what I mean? Maybe I should try and go that route. Just like really, really drop the risk. You know what I mean? I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go with 15 units, and we're gonna go. I mean, because I have several. I mean, I'd rather take 2 weeks to pass it and actually pass it than blow it in, you know, 5 days. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna switch my strategy up and go that route a little bit. Just care more about risk, as if I was actually trading, you know, my money, and thinking of the account of the drawdown in terms of size. You know, so instead of being, oh, I've got $25,000 account, well, I can only lose 1,500. So if you think of it as that, you know what I'm saying, you would trade substantially different. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's put this. The units are at 18 here, so maybe put it back to 15, like I was saying. And let's move this to 750, and this to 6. Okay, that's kind of the new standard I'm working with here. So interestingly enough, the distance from here to here, from bottom of true session range to the bottom of opening, you know, 15-minute range, looks to be about the same distance as it is from the upside on NASDAQ, from S&P's low to NASDAQ's high. Kind of interesting. That's a pretty strong price action move. It looks like we got that. I wish we got a better, because this looks good. This looks like we're going to go to probably about last high, somewhere up in here. I bet you anything. That'd be a decent buy. I probably should have got in there, but I didn't, and I don't want to chase, so we may let it go. I mean, really what I'm looking for is the actual breakout. That's the trade I want to take today if I can. I really want that. I don't want to screw around with scalps and all that if I don't have to. I'd much rather just take like a solid. I'd like it to break, retest, and then show a strong price move up or down. I don't care, but one of those two directions, and then I'd feel a lot more confident, you know, sending it. So I'm wearing a watch today. I need to get a watch on. Figure out what time it is and stuff, and I need a drink. I'll be right back. Hopefully we don't break out in the meantime. Watch out, buddy. We're getting close to the top there of that range, and I probably should grab a watch. Which one is the question? Ugh. I am feeling gold today. Looking like it. Yep. I want to see some confirmation here, but that is what I like to see there. It's not very strong. It's not strong enough to convince me yet. Not even remotely close. I do like that we're just kind of using the VWAP. We just flipped it to support basically. But it is 8:57. Yeah, this looks a little decent. I don't know if I ought to take this or not. It's still not like super convincing, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's the white watch for the day. Put this case back. I guess, I don't know, I wanted to see a retest. What are we on, the 1 minute? Yeah, I feel like that's not unreasonable to want a retest on this. We haven't like broke crazy yet. I'm curious what this will do. We'll see if this comes back down to the VWAP, which would be about the same distance from the top of this to here. That may be a good indication. And then if we close above that, see, it started, we got a little bit of downward sentiment. Let's see what we're doing. I feel like we're going to come back down and retest. But now we're looking at entries, you know. We're getting awfully close to it. Let's see what happens. You want a piece of cheese, Charlie? A small piece of cheese? Here you go. Good boy. Good catch. What are you doing? Holy. God dang it. Well, get in, I guess. I feel like it's too wild up here. I might need to go with... Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with this one. Alright, Brim.
Order filled.
Now, if it moves up quite a bit, I'm going to move my stops up to there. You know what I mean? Like 250. Should I just go on and take that profit? We're down to 187 now. 225. There we go. That's what I want to see. Let's get this up here. Yep. I'm trailing pretty tight, but I guess I need to back off a tad. Although I want those profits if we get them, you know? I should care more about the profits than I do the 330 I'm taking it. 350. Nice.
Filled.
Okay, that put us there. Let's get back in with the buy. I mean, it's still a good time if we get a little bit of a pullback. Make sure that's on 0. It is. Is it going to go up? I feel like it will.
Order filled.
Down 18. Yeah, it's going to go up more still. Now I've changed my my dildo here. Let's go back up. 50, 37. There we go, 75. I don't know how much I'm supposed to get now. What are we at? 480. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 3. I don't want to go above $300. Let's say 250, something like that. Although I don't love what I'm seeing here. We might get a pullback after this. I think I want this up way higher. Next time we get close to like, oh shit, that's bad. Okay, let's put this back down and hopefully it doesn't kick me out like that. Go back up. 25, 240. So I honestly thinking about taking the loss at about 100. I'm worried it's going to shoot up after I do it, but I also don't want it to shoot down and screw me out of a ton. Yeah, we'll do that.
Order filled.
150. I feel like it's going to go back down, and I don't want to be part of that. Well, shit, that put me back down. So I'm still up on the day. I was at $87. Now I'm at $297. So all I've got to make now, we're at like 3.6. So I need to make about 450 now. So let's put that, let's adjust that. Okay, and then we can put this at like 5 or something. That's there. Let's do that here as well. I've got that at 3, but it needs to be more like, 5. And that's only with 15 contracts. It's so small, Maybe I'm still too high. Maybe I need too heavy. Maybe I need to go with like 8 contracts or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you that whole piece, Charles. You can have that piece. Look at that drop, man. If we retest here and then go back up is what I think is going to happen. And I'm going to be able to buy on that part right there. Should I do it with NAS? I think so. And the question... Let's drop this to like 12 or something. Just give myself some more room. Let's say... Let's do 11. Okay, we're dropping down now. On this one, it's touched the VWAP, and this is almost touched that. This is probably where we're reversing. I need that to be 450. Okay, cool. All that's good. Everything's good there. This candle looks pretty strong. I think we're going to come down. Can we touch and go off, man? Please. That's what I want to see. I'm going to go even lower risk management here. Let's go with 8. Are we going? We're reversing here? Is that what we're doing? It's hard to say. I don't, it's a little too risky. I want to see a candle confirming what I'm thinking. But, man, that's where the whole guts and glory thing, if you get in there and go up, that's better. By the time the price action's here and the candle's white, you're like, well, yeah, no shit, we're going back up, but your profits are gone at that point, you know what I mean? Maybe I ought to play down here instead of up here. It's a lot smoother, a little less risky. But I feel like now is where I buy, right here. Let's just see if I were to buy in here. That's where it was. I don't know though. Even though the candle is white, it's still a, it's still, there we go. Now it's blue. And I was going to say it's still pointing downward. This has to be the pullback, right? Now, this is beautiful setup. Please, please give us a nice, large white doji, and then we're going. That's what we want to see, man. That'll be so good. What is that price? Right at the 20. It's like, yeah, 20 grand. No, it's not. It's a little bit. It's 20 plus $62. So it's like at a, we'll say, yeah, right around there. I'll just leave it there so I can see. I just want it to be like 1 pixel, so it's not so crazy. There we go. All right. Oh, I haven't even been checking. Is my mic on? Cool, that's good. Okay, let's just turn this on. Make sure that's all good to go. Dude, we're dropping big. So that was an interesting little breakout. It's so weird when this happens because now we're flipping VWAP on the S&P to being resistance instead of support. I really thought we were going to get that beautiful white doji and then shoot up, man. That's what I really thought was happening. That would have been such a sweet setup. It's beautiful. You've got 3, 4 now, bear candles with the clean tops and everything, and then on an upward trend. We're clearly on an upward trend. The only downside to it is with this VWAP being here, we don't really have market structure, so that's kind of what makes it. Now, I mean, we do have market structure to the downside, but yeah, you'd want a little more market structure above this beforehand. I need to start linking those videos. Here's this white candle, man. Do it or no? What do you think? It's risky. I don't want to lose my profits, you know what I mean? Actually, I should put this at, well, no, because it'll, as fast as this moves, it could go down past my 290 or whatever and then shoot up. 470, yeah, so that's about right. 450 there. If I can get this today, that'd be good. That'd be a good little bit. I could honestly move that to 460 and be fine, I believe, because I started with 80, so we'll just put a $10 cushion thing there. I think we're going up. Should I do it though? I don't know.
Order filled.
Yep, that was the right call. 120.
Stop filled.
Okay, we're at 327. So really 325 is what I need. Another. Okay, so that's where we're at on this puppy. What just happened? Why did that do that? Okay, there we go. Put this probably more like 4. Should I go for it? Are we still going to go up, or is this like a reversal funky thing here? We need a higher high almost to be sure, but I don't want to wait that long. You know, all the gains will be gone by then. Are we going to the 2? I don't feel confident on this, man. This is like elusive, you know, kind of tricky price action right now. So I'm just not 100% sold on the movement yet. Yeah, see, now the next candle coming out starts out blue. It's a doji to the downside. It's a little iffy. I don't, you know, I'm not certain we're going long here. Just got my voice working. Oh, that's because of Bluetooth. There. Actually, I'll have to deal with that in a minute. I don't care if those are on. And I do have one of those right here. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling silver more. I'm just not feeling gold today. Thinking Seamaster. So I gotta put this one away. Are we going a reversal? We're gonna move up. What are we doing there? Yeah, it's looking good, isn't it? But I'll be honest though, you know, it's an eval. I'd rather miss a good move than take a bad one. It's pretty choppy. I'm gonna hold off. When it's choppy, I don't want anything to do with it. So I'm gonna wait and see what's up. Yeah, we'll go Seamaster today. We're going up. Looks like it.
Order filled.
Got in at the wrong time, didn't I? There goes all the profits. Fuck, man. God dang it. Well, that took all of our profits out and put us down by, what, about $100. God damn, look at that. That's so bad. Maybe I should have left the gold on. Holy shit. Well, that changes it. Changes things now, doesn't it? We can go back to at least 750. 750, 935. So, let's say 7. Let's just say it's not quite 50 though. So let's say 765. Fucking A, look at where that puts that. Oh, that's why. Somehow that went way up there. I was like, how did we miss that? There we go. And I want to put this back up about 500. And I'm thinking honestly about scaling this puppy up here so that we can go back with the risk strategy, because this one's not working out too well. I've been up and up and up and then bam, down, you know, like maybe better off to just go with the risky one, you know what I mean, and catch the correct move like I did. I would have passed on that or got to my profit target for the day. So maybe it's better to go higher risk. I mean, you know, let's do like 22 and then just catch a move I'm certain of, you know what I mean, and go that route. I think that's gonna be, I don't know, I mean, everyone says to try this other way, but God, that's like, it's easier to make a lot of money in a little movement than to try to catch a huge move to make smaller amount of money. I mean, because you're only going to be right so many times. I mean, you're wrong, you know. Especially if you're trading Nasdaq. I think that's the key. I think if you're doing, you know, that kind of strategy we were trying, you have to do it on S&P because the movement is just smaller. That's just how it is, you know. So with this one, we've got 15 units. Whereas with this one, it's at 22. So let's go back to 15 units. And let's see here. We need this to be, what do we have up there? 750? We'll say 765, I think. So we do that, and that puts everything here. We're at bottom of range there and here, but we're just chopping, and I hate it, man. I wonder if we have news anytime real soon that's causing issues here. It may be something along those lines. Yep, it's going up, man. I don't know. I just a little bit gun shy now after what happened just a minute ago. And I want to see a higher high, really. We got a lower high here on that, which looks like a trend line to me. Let's see. Say you just went with like this one to one of these like there. I guess it's good. Alright then, let's go for it. On the little pullback. There we go.
Order filled.
Whoops. I did not mean to do that.
Order
Okay.
filled.
We locked in $300. We're back up to 166. Let's close this out. Okay, so 166. Now I'll need 600 and yeah, 600 is fine. We'll just go 600. Put this here. It looks like it's actually breaking out. We went up, hit that one there. Now we're going to reverse down or we're going to shoot back up. If up, now's the time to buy. Should have done it. Let's go down. Down one more and I'll buy it. It went up. It's just not very strong, man. It's not real strong. I need to lower this, lower my risk because okay, go.
Order filled.
Going up to the 2. I think that's what we need to do. I think we're going to try and get up to the 2. I may try and go with this one, honestly. I mean, we're above the one. God dang it. NASDAQ moves too fast. Let's try S&P instead. Because I'm getting pissed off with NASDAQ. Puts us back at 2490 again. So we're back up at the 7. Good. This is already where it's at. Fuck it. Let's just go with it. God, that pisses me off. NASDAQ moves too much. You know what I mean? To be able to do it. So let's go with S&P. And every time I trade and this funky fast music comes on, it starts going bad. I'm not superstitious per se, but absolutely that keeps happening. We need this slower kind of music to keep me calm and stuff. Now we might be getting a drop back down. That's a decent doji to the downside. But it could just be like a little pullback before we go up again. That happens pretty frequently. Now it looks like we're going down. I think we get this, maybe one more candle and then up. Or if that doesn't happen, we're going to go touch this here. By then, the VWAP will likely be, yeah, we'll be pretty close to top of orb and VWAP and then reverse up. But it is not going great. This is looking like, what was that? A couple days back, Thursday or Friday, where we broke out and then we ranged the entire day just at the top of the thing up there, in between there and like, you know, about like where we're at now. I think the 2. Just all day long. That was some BS, man. And I could see that happening again today. I'm at 8 contracts there. That's so small. We got 15 here, which is a little better. That's what I'm saying, man. I wonder if I should just go with the crazy high amount. Like, go all full, you know, 60 or whatever I've got. I've got 60 I could trade right now, and I'm messing with 15 and 8, you know what I mean? On the upside, I haven't been down more than 100 total, you know. I mean, I've got a it's end of trade drawdown. Actually, holy crap, I may be remarkably close, because what was my highest trade? No, that's funded futures. This is take profit. It's end of day, so I'm good to go as long as I don't go $2,000 beneath this. And 2 was on the 300 it's 15. I can't go 1500 down on this account. So that 1,500. So 23.5 is where the count's belong. 23.5. It's too much to keep straight in your mind. Okay, we've got the pullback. Everything's going there. Look at this. Why can't we get smooth price action when I'm in a trade on NASDAQ? Why does this bullshit happen? You know? What is it now? It is, yeah, it's like 9:20. There he is. You just move a plastic package and that dog comes running over here. You love almonds, don't you, Charles? What do you say, buddy? We're gonna reverse here. Take a look at the charts. Don't just guess.
Order filled.
Shit. Come on. Go up. So far, I'm not liking this safer strategy. I'm liking to just go on these evals, go full contracts, wait till there's news, if you can trade news like you can on Take Profit and Apex, and then go in mid-move, catch your profits and get out. You know, have your stop loss set and be good to go with it. Honestly though, yeah, we're getting, it's very, very, very subtle, but we're getting, you know, with the exception of this high one here, and here we got a higher low, you know, not including this, like I'm saying, then there's this high, then a higher low, higher high, higher low, hopefully higher high. Alright, I think I'm just going to chip away at profits, or should I let it run? I don't know. I mean,
Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop
yes, $10. Why did it do so many? I hate when that happens. Okay, so what are we at though? So we're still at like break even at least. You know. But now we're getting this doji. I should have took profits at the 2. I knew it. You know what I mean? Think about doing that. Go in higher contracts. Go up 100 or 200. Take your profit. You know, do that 7 times today, and you've made your thing. You know, 7, 8 times. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that idea on such a choppy day, though. You know, I'd way rather. We need trends to make that work. Otherwise, you're straight gambling. I mean, it could go either way. And in the case of NASDAQ, it will go both ways. Every candle. Here we go with that stupid fast music. It's like literally every other song here. I wonder if... yeah. I need a Breitling or something. Or a tutor. I really like those vintage tutors. That's what I really want. Let's see if... actually, let's go like this. This and this. Funky. I don't really care for it too much. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah, that's a really good assessment. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's a cool concept. I like the wine things there, you know, the dial or whatever. But actually, let's see here. They've lost everything, especially their minds. Gotta go out and I'm not seeing much of anything that would. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it was a long time ago. Pretty nice. Really nice. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, I thought he was gonna pull the edge over and start off like a backyard fled, we'll put it that way. So we're back in the range with the NASDAQ. Kind of a boring day. It's looking a lot like it did that last day, like I was saying, where we essentially just break and then range on top of the range for the whole day. Hopefully not. You know, I'm hoping around 10:30 we'll get a decent move, because I still have to make about $700 today. Out there is where I would do that one, if we're going to do that much on a fast moving NASDAQ deal. I kind of would like, I mean, maybe if this is the case, if we're going to do this, then like let's go, you know, let's at least range within here, and I can see the, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here. We bounced off the 50% range here, so this is essentially the new range, you know, if this is doing what it did that last time. Not cool, man. I need to go shopping. I need some food at the house here. Mm-hmm. Oh, now we're gonna reverse and go up. You expect me to trust you? Probably a pretty safe bet, honestly. We're top of the range. VWAP as support. We got a doji after a move down. I think we're gonna go up here.
Order filled.
Break even.
Order rejected.
What? Go on up, go on up. Come on. Go on up.
Order filled.
Nice. Ah, shit, I got higher than I needed to. I wanted 750 today. Oh well. Boom! Alright, so we're up to 8. I wanted 750. I think that just means my profit target for, yeah. Now I'm going to have to get 8 tomorrow. Or Wednesday. Probably Wednesday. On this account. And this is my second trading day on this. I believe you have to do 4, so that means, yeah, by Wednesday hopefully I'll have passed this one. And this is on take profit, if I remember right. Yeah, I'm still waiting on another sell from Apex. Like, you know, 50k accounts were like $16 a few days ago. I'm not paying 50 bucks for one now, you know what I mean? So, but I do want to try Funded Futures Network and Legends. Both of those seem like really legit prop firms. Like, you know, I like the rules on them. Well, that's it. I mean, I'm out of accounts to trade. Hit my profit target for the day. It is 9:35 on this. No, 9:40. I'm sorry. So, you know, honestly, pretty short work of it. You know, less than an hour of work to make your daily money. Well, that's that. My work day is done. I wish I had more accounts. Really thinking of trying to get one of them. Because, like, check this out. This is a... Yeah, this is nice here, man. This is the breakout we were looking for. I think we're going to go to the 2. So, I mean, I won't be able to trade. I can paper trade. Practice, you know. So let's go here. Let's see the broker list. Bring this over to paper trading. There we go. Okay, and let's do this. Let's make it a single chart. I guess we can keep watching both. There's no reason not to. I kind of like being able to see them both. So let's go back to this now. Prop practice, that's what we're on. And let's take we're at 20 units. Yeah, that's fine. Let's put this at 0. Although, yeah, see, we went up to the 2, like I said. I don't know that we'll break through that. It's hard to say. The 2 on S&P coincides with the 1 on NAS, which is interesting, but yeah, it looks like we are actually gonna break through here. I'm kind of digging, honestly, the S&P more than NASDAQ. I know it sounds weird to say, but like, is this going to be resistance or is it going to be support? The 100% range. 100% of the range, whatever. Because each one of these markers is 50% of the opening range. Pretty cool deal. Do we have any pivot points or anything? Yeah, there's some right here. So that's a long ways up though. That's way off. We gotta wait. We're closer to 1 to the downside than anything. Okay, yep, we rejected there. Bounced off. And I would assume we're gonna have a pullback at least to this section here. On the NASDAQ we're looking at. Actually, one way you could look at that would be to, if you wanted to know, you could get one of these, go to the very bottom of the range, go to the top of the range. There we go. Now we put this bottom line at the midpoint of that range, which is like right. It matched up pretty good. Anyway, and now you can see sort of a midpoint between here and there. So from here to here should be the same distance as here to here. Although it seems like it's not, but it is. What else we got going on? You know what I may do? I may actually play some, just the essentials, huh? I may play some, I want to hear this. Sounds fun. Nice ride, man. I like that one. Golly. 620 is nothing like psychotic. I mean, it's really not, you know, it's surprisingly low for what it is, but it looks sharp though. Meanwhile at Wendy's, no, you start cussing like that and all that, it's time to get out. You're yeah, that's disorderly conduct, you know. Oh, now we got at a minimum assault, and now criminal mischief. Oh yeah, now you got all kinds of stuff. Wow. Yeah, you destroyed the computer monitor. Yeah, get the cops over there. Golly, man. Oh my God. Good example. Good example for the kid.
All I wanted to do was just order some food. Look what I gotta go through. This is crazy. This is totally crazy. I thought I would never be caught up in this type of situation. My man right there.
Yeah, go get the tag.
Police. This is some crazy stuff, man.
I'm about to pass out. Wow. That sucks, man. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, so take profit going well. I wish that was a 100K account and not the 25. Coincidentally, like, or incidentally, I don't know however you would word it, but the odd thing is it's a 50% drawdown. You know, you have like 50%. Your take profit's 1,500. Your max drawdown's 1,500. You know, the is that right? I think that's right. Yeah. Like I said, sorry, there's so many different prop firms and minor differences in their rules, but I'm tempted to buy, honestly, I'm tempted to buy a, this is a nice breakout here. But it looks like it's tapering off on the 2 here, you know what I mean? And I would guess, unless we get a strong push up, it's going to come back down to a minimum. This one here, you could take that short right there. But anyway, I think that, you know, I don't know. I definitely think that Funded Futures Network and Legends both look like pretty appealing. I like the rules of them. I think if I can get a better risk management strategy for Apex, you know, or even do like people do that. Next time that it goes on, here's one thing I'm going to do. Next time we get one of those 90% sales on Apex, I'm going to buy 20 of them. And I'm going to take a news day. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait until a major news day. Then I'm going to YOLO all 10 contracts per account. And I'm going to put 20 long and 20 short. Or 10 long and 10 short, I mean. And then the 10 that pass are the 10 I'll trade with. You know what I'm saying? And then just go for something small, like, you know. And those will be on 100K accounts. So I'll probably go something small, like, you know, I don't know, whatever. 8 to 10 points a day. I mean, like, how can you, there's no way to not get that almost. You're gonna get that, you know, average about 8 to 10 a day. You know what I'm saying? And then just chip away and slowly but surely just keep getting 8 to 10 points a day with pretty hefty, you know, maybe at least half of the contracts. If I go that high, I may not even go that high. If you got the 100K accounts, I may just do like, you know, 20% of the contracts, you know what I'm saying? And just go something like that. I don't remember how many you get. I know with on Apex with the 50K accounts, you get 10 contracts. So I don't know if you get 20 contracts. So maybe do 5 contracts a day, 10 accounts, copy trade, and go for, you know, even just 5 points a day, which is like, you almost have to try, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get an average of 5 a day, you know, 5 to 10, and then just go for that, take your profits, and then, you know, maybe even leave like a runner and play. But yeah, I mean, and then that's enough to start funding more, you know, and then do that again with 10, put 5 one way, 5 another, add those 5 to the other copy trading. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what I'll wind up doing, something like that. And then all of a sudden you're doing 15 at, you know, 5 contracts a day of 5 minis with, you know, in queue, and you just set your, you know, your mid-trend. You have to go mid-trend so that while it's going up, you know, on rare occasion when you hit buy and it goes the opposite, because I've had that happen. But, you know, obviously you want to cut your losses quick on those days and maybe not even trade. That's a red day, so be it. But on all the rest, you're gonna catch 5 points easy. Just set your take profit there. As soon as you hit buy, within just a few seconds max, it'll hit it, and then you're good. For the day, you got your money. You know what I mean? Like, trade a couple hours in the morning and you're set. You know what I'm saying? That's probably a good way to do it. And I may even go with, you know, S&P instead of NASDAQ, just because NAS moves a little bit more sporadically. You know, it just depends. You want that if you're catching the correct trend, you know, if you're the right way in the trend. But you don't want that if you know. So anyway, all that to say, that's what I probably want to do with Apex. Apex is one of those things that it requires, the rules are set up so that I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see that different prop firms, it's not like one trader is going to be great at all prop firms. I think it's more like, and I could be wrong, but just where I'm at in my trading journey or whatever you want to call it, I think that certain styles of personalities and you know, styles of trading are going to work better with certain types of prop firms. Take profit seems to be pretty good so far. I am not looking forward to the trailing drawdown section of a funded account, but I'm going to, you know, let's say you have to have a 2K buffer. I'm going to go with a 4, you know, but between 3,500 and 4K. buffer just so that I don't ever have to screw with that again. You know what I'm saying? I hate trailing drawdowns. I don't mind end of day. Even end of trade's not the end of the world. I don't mind that. End of trade's fine. But moving the stop loss, you know, or the blown account line based off unrealized profit is psychotic. It's stupid. I blew account while being up. You know, I had to get 3K on that account, and I was at 2,800, and the account was blown. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's stupid. That's just stupid to me. But if you want to have 20 accounts, you know, that you can copy trade, which who doesn't, you know, you're going to have to go play by their rules. So, but with Take Profit, you can at least have 5 Pro and 5 Pro Plus, so that's essentially 10. You could do 10 contracts, so that's kind of my goal with them. That's what I'm aiming for there. I want to get the 90-10 split on, you know, 5 accounts, and then 80-20 on the other 5's not the end of the world. That's still pretty nice, you know. The goal is eventually to have enough capital earned that I can, you know, build up my normal, like a personally funded account, you know, not I don't want to use a prop firm. I want it to be my own funds that fund the account, and then grow that one, you know. The goal would eventually be not need prop firms. Look at this push up. This is good. This is, you know, this is good. We're going to a 2 at least right here. Oh yeah, I'm on paper trading. It may be too late. I may have missed it. This is just 20 units on micros. Yeah, I think I missed. I wanted to get that. Although, to be honest, you would think we're going at least to about here, to at least the high of the day. And I still think we may. Not looking good though. Coming back down. The next candle, what are we at? 20 seconds? Yeah, it's iffy. We might hit stop before we get that next candle. That will push it up there. 190 down, 10 seconds to go. Ooh, we got all the way to 320. Don't hit the stop, come on. Oh, not good. It's the wrong color. Push up, push up. Let's see if we can even just break even. Would be nice on this one. I thought for sure we were going to the 2 though, and we may still. Let's put this down at the base of that candle and see what happens. If that, you know what I mean? Maybe a terrible idea, but that's what we're gonna do. And we'll put this at the 2 and see what happens. So it's 7 either way. That's a 1-to-1. Not ideal, but whatever. Yeah, that is not the candle I was hoping for afterwards. Man, we got such a, look at that. It's a huge doji. It's a little off-centered. I don't love that, but it's, you know, not bad. We don't really have market structure per se above the VWAP, you know. I mean, unless you count all this and it dipping below, but I don't really love doing that. I do love getting a reversal just a little bit off of it. That's always a good move. There we go. Yeah, it's going to go up now. Next candle, I hope. It could tank, but because if you look at the wicks, these are all 3 lower highs. Not what we want to see, but whatever. So what I would do here, absolutely, is move this up. And even if we lose a little, I don't care, as long as we're breaking even. You know, we're at 330 there. So really all I've earned so far is 110, because when it moves down that far, it'll hit that. So if we get up to like 2, we're playing, it keeps going down. I think if we get up to like, yeah, see, it hit that. So I made the 150 or whatever. Put this here and this here, so all that is good to go, because I don't believe that's showing anything there. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to, is it here? Personal info? No. I got to get better at this dashboard and learn more about it. It's not there. It's not there. Wallet, maybe. Let's. Nope. Oh, it's saying I'm not logged in. I am logged in. Huh. Whatever. Alright. Knowledge base, maybe? Nope. I could have swore. Is it in here? Wallet rewards credit bank? I don't think that's it. You have no points. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Rewards? What's that? How to redeem. Tier system. As you earn points and hit different milestones, you'll progress through different tiers. Each tier offers distinct benefits and free credits. Your progress through the tiers is based on accumulated points. So even when you use the points along the way, they'll still count towards your tier balance. Oh wow, that is super low. Okay, so this requires 10,000 points and you get a free reset. Free 25k test account. That's cool. Man, look at that. A free 75, a tier 2 requires 25,000 points. Well, how do you get points though? Look at that, 130 pro. Man, they've got some pretty nice benefits on this testing. Okay, how it works. You'll earn take profit points on every purchase you make with take profit. So as you trade more, you'll earn more. Plus, you'll earn additional points for hitting various achievements. Pass a test, points. Withdraw 100 or withdraw 1,000, more points. You get it. We'll soon be adding. That's kind of cool. That's. I love this. This is a cool thing. This kind of gives like an incentive to prioritize loyalty to a certain firm. So I see why they're doing it, and that's smart. You know, that's smart on their part. And I like to see that. That's, you know, you don't want to be with a prop firm that might be going bankrupt in the next 2 months. You know, obviously take profit is like top of the game right now, and they're with their whatever it's called, where you're with daily payouts and all that. Of course, I saw where, I'm not sure it was I think it was Funded Futures Network. They have daily payouts as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think you have to earn that privilege by trading well enough or something. You know, I don't think you just get that out the gate like once you pass. I could be wrong. I'll double check. Like I said, I'm going to look into them, and I want an account with them, and also another one with Legends, you know. But yeah. Oh, it started us over. No, it put us in this thing. Cars and cars.ca. Oh, that's nice. That's a sharp looking ride, isn't it? I don't know though. It's hard to say. I don't really care for that one as much. That's nice. I wouldn't mind having some. Really, honestly, the one I really would like to have is lately I've been wanting one of those Bentley Continental GTs, the newer kind. God, they're sharp. I love the way they sound, look. It's like, it's cool. It's like all these cars look like spaceships, but like that one looks like a muscle car. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of cool. All right, let's go home. See what we got going on. What the hell? I hope this isn't I don't know. Tudor, what are you doing? No. I don't like this one at all. That looks like a cheap $20 wallet, you know what I mean? I don't like that at all. What the hell is going on here? He's obviously some kind of security guard or something. And this looks like a restaurant or a bar, and people got out of hand. He told them to leave. They're not leaving. Okay, dude, chill. She's done. She's done. What is this security guard doing? He's like not. She's hitting him too, man. That dude's like, the hell with this. He gets out. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not no telling where that could go. That's nice, and I want one of those bad, like for family trips and stuff. Interesting. Oh, that's the water. Okay, yeah. That's the water moving, not the bird. I was like, sure, okay, the water can, you know. Oh, that's, God, that's peaceful, isn't it? That's beautiful. That would make like a good phone background. Oh, this is cool. I saw this the other day. It's like a toddler. This has to be AI, right? I don't know. Like, the feet are correct and everything. I'm not seeing any weird finger distortions or anything, so it may be real. I mean, that's nice. I don't like the rims on it, but what a wicked ride, though. So much for trying to escape civilization, huh? He's hilarious. Oh my god, but the...
So much for escaping civilization. Look at this. Then you got olive oil over here dealing with a hernia. Looks like...
Oh my god, I can't do it. I don't like these. I don't know why. The Richard Mille, or Mueller, however you say it. They look honestly like something, like they remind me of the phones from the 90s. I don't know if you all remember those phones. Before cell phones, there was like all the rave to have that, and they normally had like neon green or pink cords, you know, from the base to the handheld part, but it was clear plastic and you could see like the inner workings, and it was like so cool. You had to have that phone, you know. So that was the phone I had. Like every teenager in the, you know, in the 90s or 10-year-old or whatever we were, however. But huh. Golly. You okay there, buddy? Oh my god. Wow. That took some people out. We're gonna follow this wick now. We're gonna, you know what I mean? Is this like an amazing short opportunity? Nah, it's going down to the 2. This will go down to the 1. Just went below it just a little. Interesting. I wonder what else we got going on. Like let's go down here, get off the S&P, and instead we're gonna look at. Let's take that off and go with. Let's see what we got. So we got all those. What's Bitcoin doing? Interesting. In fact, I should probably just liquidate that Bitcoin account I have. Although I know there are some prop firms that trade crypto. Oh, what was the other one? There's one that's like the most popular of all of them. FTMO, I think is what. Yeah, that one. I think you can trade futures, crypto, forex, whatever. Like they have everything, you know, stocks, all that with them. That may be worth looking into. So again, Bitcoin ranging. All the indices are going to be the same. Like there's MEQ, MES, MYM, and the Russell. They're all, you know, the Dow. They're all the same. Look how remarkably clean this is, though. If you look at it on the, now, you can see it goes up. We go up to the 50% range, the first profit target. Then it goes a straight shoot up to the second, ranges. Shoot up to the third, ranges. Hold on a sec. All right. You're okay, Charlie. Come on. You excited? You excited? Need to get bands for these. It's an old fossil I had from like the early 2000s. I actually have the band for it. I just don't have the right bar for it, you know. So it essentially does this. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty nice. I like it. It's like a good everyday kind of watch, you know. And then this one is nice. I really like this one. It's a Kenneth Cole, same time frame, like early 2000s, I believe. But it needs a new leather band or rubber band, I guess, because the one that it had is got kind of dried out. Anyway, well, so that's the profit target hit for the day early on. Oh yeah, we're just gonna look through these that we got. Let's make it full. So full screen. So. All right, that was all the indices are doing that. Bitcoin, like I said, just ranging. Silver, let's see what we got. Silver had a breakout to the downside, and it keeps retesting that low, and now it's down. Looks like we're gonna go back up. This could be a really good time to go long, although it's at the 1 here, so it may drop again. But anyway, gold is ranging, you know, everything's just kind of ranging today, it looks like, you know. And with this, you know, I mean, it's getting lower and lower. I would say this may reach the 50% mark, probably somewhere right in here, right around 10-19-ish, you know, and then go down. Crude, my God, that went beautiful. Man, I'm gonna put this one on the watch list, because good Lord, can you imagine if taking that? What is it? Let's say we got 10 contracts, right? So let's do that. What does that mean? The tick value is $100 a tick. Holy crap. Crude oil may be the way to go. Holy, look at that. Golly. Okay, so from where it's at now, let's just go up here and see. $7,000 you'd have made today on that. Holy shit, that's definitely worth looking into in the future. I may be watching that one, and if we have any more breakouts like this, get in, you know what I mean? Good Lord, it started there. Yeah, you'd have probably got in somewhere around here, maybe here, and then rode that down. So even if you just got in where I said to there, you're still looking at almost 6 grand, you know. Probably would have got out here though, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, nonetheless, man, that's a crazy move. Pretty nice. That's definitely something I'm gonna be watching in the future now, is crude. That movement was beautiful. What a beautiful, this is how the orb is supposed to work out, and does oftentimes. It's just, it feels like ever since the whole tariff thing happened, everything's been kind of a little less predictable than it used to be, and so that's a, but yeah, this has gone almost 300% move, you know what I mean? Pretty impressive. I like it. So crude oil, keeping my eye on that. Now natural gas, weird. I mean, it's done essentially the least impressive movement of the entire day. Let's take this trade off so we can see what we're doing here. Yeah, I do not like this one much at all. For the, I will say, you know, for whatever reason, you know, I've had really great luck predicting it, but then whenever it comes time to actually trading it with an account that I had before I was in prop firms, I just hemorrhaged money on it every time. I cannot make money on this, on natural gas for some reason. So, what is this? Copper, I think? No, gasoline. Okay. It's a weird ass chart. I don't know what's going on here, because we're only on the 1 minute, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, anything different on here? We checked all those. Let's look at soybeans. Bring this back down. Soybean looks like ranging all day. Nothing major at all. Yeah, nothing. I think these are 10 a tick, so if you did 10, that'd be about 100. So I mean, if you can catch the right move, if you know where it's going, you can make some serious money with soybean type deals, but especially this one. But yeah, we already looked at gold. Did we look at copper? I don't think we did. Oh my God. Look at copper. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so from the breakout, and let's put this here because it went down to there. So you're looking at about 1100. That's a huge move. Oh, that's with 7 units. If you go 10, you're looking at 1600. I mean, I wonder. So copper, do I have that here? I don't, right? Or is that what this is? Nope. Where is copper? So okay, so let's see. We have HG. So if we go over here, futures, and we're just gonna say copper. HG. Now let's see what that would have been if you go with like actual normal price. We'll say down to there, and then we'll go up to about here. Still 16. Oh, that's with 1 unit. You go 10, you're at 16k. Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, so that one absolutely worth looking into. Good God. Alright, so let's add that because I'm going to keep my eye on that one and crude oil. So let's add this. It'll be down at the bottom. We're going to put it way up here. There we go. And let's put it up with the metals right there. Okay. Yeah, that is absolutely one. So I'm going to flag those two as potentials to keep watching. And then, of course, obviously, NASDAQ and the S&P. I guess I can put it down here too. There's copper and crude right there. Nice. Okay, so that's futures. And then just real quick, we can go through a couple of oh, this MicroStrategies, that needs to go into stocks. I don't know why that's there. Let's put that way up there. Okay. Just real briefly, we'll look at a couple. So we looked at Bitcoin. Here's Ethereum. Ethereum probably doing what it does, which is nothing good ever. I'm sure people are going to be pissed about that, but I'm just not a fan. I have never been a fan of Ethereum. And it did essentially the same thing everything else is doing today. Did Bitcoin again? Yeah, it broke out, but it's essentially ranging. Everything is. Let's look at Solana. Wow, doing almost the same as Ethereum. They look like the same chart. XRP, not even, I mean, again, just ranging. Cardano, that has bigger moves. Surely, well, no, same. I mean, it is higher. It's like but same. Everything, all of crypto it used to be independent, and like different things would do different things. You know, Solana would be different than Avalanche, it would be different than whatever, SHIB or Doge. You know, now it's basically they all do the exact same thing. It just whatever coin you like. You know what I'm saying? That's because they're gonna have the same movement. This one SHIB broke out a little different from the rest. It looks like it's still ranging in from about the 1260 to the whatever, yeah, around here, you know, 1272 area, but still ranging. But it happens to be above the orb, which is one minor difference. I don't know why these are red. I guess those are no longer available, so let's get rid of those. Okay. Stocks, you got, let's put MicroStrategy at the top because I think that's probably one of your absolute best bets. We'll do it like that. Walmart, blah blah. Nvidia can go up a little bit higher, I'd say there. This goes way down. I mean, it could go down like there. A little higher than that, probably up like here. Probably in there. Okay. MicroStrategies, surprisingly, nothing even remotely impressive. Very small move compared to its opening range, so that's interesting. Tesla, yeah, it had a little bit of a breakdown. Odd, you know. So kind of a short opportunity just this once here, and it was a very clear, easy to read short. Check this out. It breaks. You get the pullback, you know, an obvious pullback happening here. It goes here, you get another doji here, and then ride it straight down all the way. These are all, with the exception of one candle that has just a little nub right there, they're all, you know, clean trend candles pointing down until you get this one right here, which obviously you'd get out right there. You know what I mean? So that whole move you would have caught super easy on Tesla today. Other than that, I'm not seeing anything good in terms of like signals to get in or out of trades. What is this here? Nothing. Same thing. You know, Meta not doing anything. Nvidia ranging. You could, so I guess if you're really good and confident, you kind of got the same setup here as you did with Tesla, only it's within the range. So my profit targets here, I'd be going long at the bottom here. To profit target 1 is the 50% of the opening range, and then 100% is the second profit target. You know, but that's way more risky, I feel like, than a breakout trend. So Amazon, absolutely hard to trade. It's just ranging. Okay, this one's a little bit better. DoorDash has kind of a couple interesting moves here, and then we're still trending up, but we're only at the 50% above the opening range high. So Axon, I just use them because in my industry they're like the number one name. It's like Axon and 511 are probably the two most popular brands there is in the police world. You got like Safariland and a whole bunch of others, but everyone knows those two names. Palantir still within the range, huge range. It looks like, yeah, look at that opening, had some serious moves, which keeps everything it does in the range. This is a nice little pullback, but it's weird. It's hard to tell because the VWAP is not below it like this. If this was the case right here, if the VWAP was down here, that'd be an easy trade to take, but this one's a little iffy. It looks as if it was flipped to support, but really what this is a pullback, pullback, retest, whatever, and then up, so that one would have been hard to catch from being, for me anyway. Walmart had a nice breakout and then a crazy good drop from that one right there. That'd be a nice short. Uber Freight, ironically they're doing the same thing as the indices. They had the move this way and then an upside just ranging on top. They're within the 50% of the opening range high, so nothing crazy there. Roblox, not even interesting, like nothing. I mean, if you're a scalper, this is beautiful. Other than that, any like lengthy type trades, there's not a lot to work with here. But yeah, it's real clean reversals, signals. You've got these dojis here, there, yeah, for sure I could see 1, 2, 3 decent trades that you could have easily called and got in on. So for scalping. Lemonade, nice breakout. It's still doing its thing. That's not bad. It's actually a decent looking one. Carnival, what do we got here? Oh, Carnival did really well. I like this one. Look at this. You got your breakout here, and then it just keeps, it ranges. It looks like it's coming down a little bit, and then it pulls back and goes up. Now we're above the interestingly enough, a pivot point coincides with the 50% to the high of the opening range, so that's actually a really good profit target there. I think any of these I would have thought, okay, I mean, look at this. It looks like resistance to an extreme degree. I would have thought it for sure we were going down here, but it didn't. It actually broke through and flipped it. Now it's support, so I would guess the next profit target is going to be up here at about the 20.5. Carnival's looking decent. And then these are just some random ones, but look at that Serve Robotics. What a sweet, kind of a sweet short setup there. Definitely you got structure below the VWAP. It broke down here. I mean, that's all really good, right? This would be even a decent trade, especially right around here. This would be a good spot to get in because it went up. Clearly, it's not flipped it. It's still going to be resistance. It goes beneath it, it goes up, looks like support, but it goes back down. When you have a retest and some blue candles, and they're getting larger and larger with each one, you definitely want to get in right around here, and then you've got that, and it drops again. That would have been a good short. What else? Next gen. Yeah, I don't like it. This one's tricky. This one would have screwed you. It would have screwed me anyway. Almost done with the stocks. What do we got? Barrick Gold Corporation. Nothing interesting there today. Same with this. Really, I'm not seeing anything other than some stuff that might have screwed you. Although, to be honest, this is a pretty strong candle, so I would have been thinking, okay, sweet, we're gonna take a short here. But then that right next one, the confirmation candle, if you will, confirmed absolute opposite. So wouldn't have taken that one. Forex, I don't really do a ton with Forex, but I do like watching the orb on it just to get kind of a look. This one's good. The Euro USD, that is one hell of a good short there. Of course, if you waited for the confirmation candle, you're already down here. You already missed the move. So that's a little bit tricky, that one is, but it still stayed down and we're still in a downward trend on it, so that's not bad. That tells me the US dollar's doing well. This is crazy. You got several, this is a wild one. God bless, it'd be good to take it there, wouldn't it? If you get in here and then just right here, I'd have got out, honestly. But if you could have managed to ride that all the way down, that's a really nice setup there. Those are giant moves. I don't know what's going on in the news today between the US and the Swiss franc, but that's definitely some good moves there. Same here, broke down and stayed down. This one, holy cow, probably the best one we've seen so far. Look at that. Definite nice break upward, and then it's just waving up. So those are all good. I guess we can go on and finish the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. It's interesting. I mean, a nice breakout there. So Forex seems to be moving quite a bit more than a lot of the stocks and stuff do, and the indices and all that. Forex futures, that's going to be essentially the same thing, you know. They all going to look about the same. Yeah. You know. And last but not least, we'll look at the volatility index. Yeah. What do we got here? The dollar. Yeah, see, this coincides with what we were seeing over here. The strength of the dollar. Whatever news we got here at 9, that's obviously news. I don't know if it was like unemployment or what, but we got some news today. I can't remember what it was. And clearly, you know, some people had inside knowledge there. It looks like hard to say, but anyway. But then the news broke and boom, you know, yeah. The housing market. What do we got here? Vanguard real estate. Pretty steady. I mean, it's increasing a little. That's nice. Nice for the day. These are just 1 minute charts too, by the way. I mean, if you were gonna look at these, are definitely tickers you would want to look on a way higher time frame, but just for a daily kind of thing. Total crypto market cap, it's about the same. It spiked a little bit between 9 and 907, so there was a 10-minute window where we were above like normal range or whatever. So, but we're overall down, it looks like, you know, the last day or two. So I mean, it's definitely been a weird year for crypto. You got, you know, Michael Saylor doing all he's doing with micro strategies, and you know, Bitcoin supposedly going to the moon and all that. But then this was supposed to be like the administration for crypto, and in a lot of ways it is, but it's not happening the way everyone thought it would. Like, altcoins aren't doing anywhere, I mean, not even 1/100th what people thought it was going to be. You know, meme coins are, I think people have finally had it, you know, between everything that happened with Trump, Melania, Milei, all those coins, you know, and also all like Hawk to a Girl coin and all that. She's going to prison. Like, it's such a sketchy, shady, Wild West situation, you know, that meme coins aren't even really worth it if you're like if you have any kind of like legit amounts of capital. It's too risky, you know. And then you had the exchanges getting hacked, you know. It's just been a horrific year for crypto, you know, with the exception of everything the administration's doing and the crypto reserve and that kind of thing. He picked the 5. You've got like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, I believe Cardano was the other one, and XRP. Those 5 will do well eventually, you know. I mean, but yeah, it's a weird year for that. So, but anyway, that's all I can think of doing. So tomorrow I'll shoot for another 750 and get my huge 25K account funded, and we'll go from there. So until then, have a good one.